We all do have addictive personalities. I think that's what makes us progressive humans. We figure out a need in
That's
us that's
true.
so motivating that then we make the steps to move towards it. So you mentioned surrendering the outcome, your beautiful process that you've graced the world with through your TED Talk. Break that down for us.
These three principles are practice rigorous authenticity, surrender the outcome, and do uncomfortable work. Practice rigorous authenticity. So everybody's talking about authenticity. The world's not authentic. Like, everybody's hiding behind a mask. Have you ever seen a politician answer a question with, I don't know? Like, never. Authenticity is being true to yourself in word and action. Anybody can do that when it's convenient. Rigorous is what I had to do to recover from drug addiction. And so that is the strict application, and practice is practicing every day. And so it's a different form of authenticity. It means that when the boss is in the room, when the job is on the line, whatever it is, your goal is not to achieve X, it's to take the mask off and be your true self.
My analytical mind turns on. It's like, all right, we're going to dig to the root of this. We can do that. We know how to do that. Okay, now we've got it. The hard step is the second step for me, which is surrender the outcome. That's where the mask goes on. It's like, I don't think I can be that real with the work.
Everybody's talking about it. We want it. So we all know that. No one knows how to do it.
Right.
And so that's where the second two principles are the actual how, because it's the outcome that creates the fear that binds the mask to our face. I'm scared that if I am my true self, if I wear flip-flops in my TED Talk, people aren't going to watch. That was actually something I had to work through, right? But like, I'm scared that if I tell the boss the real thing, if I tell my wife, I told my wife that I was struggling to feel connected to my daughter, and I felt like a reluctant tourist father. And I was terrified that she was going to be pissed off because she's sitting there and nursing every 2 hours and getting no sleep, and that she would hate me.
Right.
So that was the outcome I was scared of. So we have to learn to surrender the outcome. And what we replace is the outcome we're looking for is to actually practice rigorous authenticity. And that means that we will take the sacrifice of not always getting what we want. But in order to actually surrender the outcome, and this is what I teach people, you have to take out a piece of paper and you have to write down the word can't on the left-hand side and the word can on the right-hand side, put a line down the middle, and start listing what you can't control. And start listing what you can when you think about the outcome that scares you, that makes you want to put on the mask. And then that reveals the uncomfortable work, and then uncomfortable work's a whole other story. But I surrender the outcome is where all the magic happens.
We are all seeking authenticity. It's become such a buzzword because it's something that everybody is after. They know they want what's real. So bring us to uncomfortable work.
We're taught how to do hard work and smart work. That's physical and intellectual, but we aren't taught how to do uncomfortable work, which is emotional. And I'm sure you guys have seen someone doing 8 hours of hard work because they're avoiding 5 minutes of uncomfortable work.
Yes.
And so for me, it's recognizing that, so first of all, uncomfortable work does not happen if we lack two things, and that's clarity and energy. And so clarity is what we achieve when we practice rigorous authenticity. What is true to me, and what is the mask that I'm tempted to wear? Like, I teach people to we have actual masks. So like, I say yes when I could say no. I avoid difficult conversations. I hold back my unique perspective. I hide a weakness. So what's my mask? What's true to myself in word and action? That's clarity. Surrender the outcome is you let go of the outcome. You focus on writing down all things you can't control, get them out of your mind, and then just focus on what you can. And now you've just reclaimed a tremendous amount of energy. And with that clarity and that energy, now you can actually do uncomfortable work, which is about walking through a physical sensation rather than an emotional or intellectual sensation. I mean, how many of us have avoided a difficult conversation because of a pit in our stomach, but there wasn't actually a pit in our stomach. It's just a feeling in our body. And I'm going to creep into mindfulness when I talk about that. But all of this just requires practice. And anybody who says they're 100% authentic isn't, because nobody is. We're imperfect human beings. But it's about being the process where, as a ritual, you identify what's true to me, what mask am I trying to wear, what can I control, what can't I control, then what's my uncomfortable work, and then that becomes the focus instead of what's all this other stuff. That becomes the focus. And that's what drug addicts learn how to do to stay clean.